Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm actually gonna just have Liz go ahead and say hello and introduce herself and tell us why she loves Plexus, and we'll jump into our presentation a little bit after that.
Okay, so hi everyone. You guys all know me. I'm Liz. So I actually, oh, there's Lillian. I started Plexus. I was looking back on exactly the date, and it was literally 3 days after my 27th birthday. So it was actually 11 months postpartum from my second girl, Evie, and I started Plexus because after I had Evie, I was on like this, I was looking back at old pictures and I was like, holy cow, I have gained weight. Like, I'm not healthy. I didn't feel right. I didn't feel happy. And so what I did was I started working out a ton. I was like, I'm going to do this in a natural way. I got it. I'll lose all my weight. And I figured I didn't have an issue. So I was actually just looking back, and I remember taking photos, like progress photos, like you do when you're on a weight loss mission. And there was just like something, I lost some weight, but I couldn't keep it off. I would go and I'd be really good. And I worked out, 5 to 7 days a week. And I mean, I still do work out a lot, but there was just something missing. And I noticed that my gut was always bloated, and my face, I really noticed my face was bloated. And that was like a huge thing for me. I was looking back on old photos, and I don't have a lot of photos of me because I didn't like the way I looked and I didn't like the way I felt. And so that was kind of like where I was at when Dixie actually messaged me. And I mean, I know Dixie from middle school. So that, and it's like kind of a off, like she went to school with my cousin kind of thing. So I knew her from that, and it was not like we weren't super close, but she reached out to me and she goes, hey girl, I've got these products. I really love them. If you're looking to lose some weight, if you're looking to, get healthy. And I'm like, that's right up my alley. So she kind of talked to me, and I kind of blew her off a little bit, because then I was like, I don't know, it's just another product people are selling. And so I kept trying to go with my weight loss journey, and it wasn't going anywhere. And so finally I bit the bullet. In January, she reached out one more time, and she goes, hey, I just want to check in with you and see how you're doing. And she reached out to me, and I said, okay, let's do it. Let's go in for it. And I started it, and I was looking at photos. I'd pop them up on here if I could find them, but and find them easily on my computer, but they're on my phone. But from March 2016 to January, when I joined in 2017, I'd lost maybe 15 pounds, and that was like baby weight. So I lost 15 pounds of baby weight, but I still had like another 15 pounds that I wanted to lose and really feel healthy. And then I looked from when I joined in January, it was the end of January, to March, and I was down 20 pounds. I'm not even kidding. Like 150 to 134. And I was looking back at my photos. I was like, holy cow, that was that time when I joined Plexus and when I was consistent with my products. So after that, summer got busy, money got tight. I quit purchasing my products every month. I wasn't consistent. And I really noticed that when I went off of them, all of my symptoms kind of came back. And my symptoms weren't just my weight loss too. That was a big thing for me, is like, I joined it for weight loss. I didn't join it for the business. I didn't join it for any autoimmune disorders. I didn't join it for inflammation or any of that. But then once I started looking at my symptoms of not being healthy, I felt like it had a lot to do with my weight loss. And so not knowing a lot of this and not really getting myself into the Plexus information and doing that, I was like, okay, I'll get back on it, because I noticed when I get back on it, I have so much more energy. And I started taking note of my symptoms. And so my belly bloating went down. My acne started going away. I mean, I've really worked hard on my acne for a long time, but having Plexus in my system and having those probiotics and the vitamin C in my body really has helped with that. I have psoriasis and I have some autoimmune issues that come with that psoriasis. So for instance, this is a weird thing, but I'm allergic to cold, which is really weird. I break out in hives all over my body. And I noticed this in 2016 after I had Evie. I jumped in the river, Salmon River. I jumped in and I got back out, and our river is pretty cold in June, and my whole body was covered in hives. And this was when I wasn't on Plexus in 2016. And so my whole body was covered in hives. I was like, what the heck? And then I started getting patches on my skin, and it was psoriasis. I went to a doctor and I figured out it was psoriasis. And then when I've noticed that since I've been on Plexus consistently, I have, there's Clutch and Lillian, I've not had as many huge issues. I still break out occasionally, but it's definitely calmed down my autoimmune disorder. My inflammation is gone in my face and in my joints. Yeah, basically that's how it started. And I started out very inconsistent. I mean, because the one thing I love about it is that I purchased my yearly membership, and careful. I purchased my yearly membership, and I didn't order my products every month because, like I said, money was tight. I couldn't always afford it. And so I just, I let it slide. But now, ever since I've been back on it consistently since this last November, I've ordered every single month since November of 2019. And I've just noticed my mood has increased. My weight loss is finally going like where I want it to go. I work out every single day. And so when you work out every single day and that number just doesn't budge and that weight just doesn't budge, there's something going on there. There's something else that you're not addressing. And so that's kind of where I was at. And so in November, I was like, okay, get back on this stuff, try it out again. I know I have energy when I'm on it, and just stay consistent. And so what I noticed is that my body had to heal a little bit before I started really losing that weight and losing the inflammation. And so I think I've just noticed in the last couple of months, I've really looked at myself and been like, wow, I'm feeling really happy with myself. I'm feeling happy with my kids. My patience is better. I don't know. I'm probably rambling because I'm a little nervous, but also there's just so many different aspects of these products that I like. I mean, I'm looking at my stack of products right now that I just love, and I can't pick just one of my favorites. So that's kind of my story, where I was at, how I started. I started really small. I ordered when I could, and I wasn't in it to make money. I wasn't in it to sell it. But what I've noticed is after using it and just being consistent with it, that I've really noticed a change in my health. And that was really important to me. And then another thing, one more short thing really quick. So my daughter, actually, she would hate me for telling you guys this, but she has an issue with going to the bathroom at night. She's always wet the bed. And so it's gotten intense. Like, we've tried every single thing under the moon. And so the last few months when they came out with these products, which I'm sure Sandra or Dixie will go into. So the microbiome and the X Factor Kids, I ordered these once they came out, and I've had her on them for actually just the last 2 months. So the last month, and this is my new subscription, so she just got it. Again, when she uses that every day, and when she takes her vitamin and she takes her microbiome, she doesn't have the accidents at night. And so, like, to me, I'm just like, holy cow, there's something, it's a hormone imbalance in her body that, and I've done a lot of research on it, and I've tried every single method, and it's just amazing to find something that helps add, health to her, and especially since she probably has a weaker immune system as well. Health to her and health gives her more energy and helps her, not have accidents at night. She can go to friends' houses and not worry about being in bed and being embarrassed. So that was kind of a really big thing for me that I'm just so thankful for Plexus and the health that they bring me and my girls. So I don't know if I'm forgetting something. I don't know if I've chatted way too long. So I'm going to go ahead and let Dixie share her testimony. She's got some really good information about how Plexus has helped her.
Okay, that was awesome. I can totally relate to like all of that. It's so funny how you like start for weight loss. We all pretty much start for weight loss, and then there's just so many things that just snowball from there. Can you guys hear me? Because it says my network is low or something. Yeah, okay. So I could totally write a book on all the stuff that Plexus has helped me with, but I'm just gonna like keep it short. I'm just gonna talk about my eczema, because that's probably the number one thing. And I just wanna show you like what it looked like before, because I have a picture right here. Can you guys see that? Can you see it? Kind of. Yeah, so gross. So I'm just gonna keep it short because they have some great things to talk about, but I've had eczema my whole entire life, like since I was a little girl. And I think my parents just thought it was like, I'm allergic to soaps or something. I'm just really sensitive to things. So my mom she was a nurse, and she would take me to the doctor, and they would just put me on like a steroid and blast it real quick, like every couple months. But as I got to be like an adult, it got even worse because I was a hairdresser. And so I thought like the chemicals and the shampoos and conditioners were making it worse. So I went to the doctor and got like some steroid cream. Well, I used it every single day, and it actually started like making my skin like depigmented. So I would have just like white spots where my eczema was. And so actually I got married with like white spots all over my body. It was awful. So insert Plexus 4 years ago when Amanda, who's Sandra's sister, introduced me to it for weight loss, because I had just had my second baby like Liz and wanted to lose some weight. And so yeah, I started on Plexus and really started noticing it kind of going away. But once it like my gut was clean, I was able to do like an elimination diet. And so once I did that and I was able to put things back into my body one by one, then I figured out that it was like milk and gluten. And if I take my products every single day, then I can have like a slice of pizza or something without breaking out, but I can't have milk. So figuring out that was like such a blessing, because now I know like just don't drink milk and you're gonna be fine. So I stay away from mostly dairy and gluten. But like I said, if I have my probiotic at night, then I can usually have gluten and be fine. Also, on my third baby, and this is my first Plexus baby, and I just went to the doctor last week, and she okayed X Factor for my prenatal. I take Mega X for brain health, which is going to be awesome for the baby. I'm on Triplex, which I've been on for 4 years, and so that's the BioCleanse, the probiotic, and Slim. And she said that was all fine. Because of like my gut issues, I didn't go to the bathroom before Plexus, which I think that's pretty common for a lot of people. But with pregnancy, it was so much worse with my first and my second baby. So her telling me that like, yes, you can take your magnesium supplement because it's totally natural, like that's amazing. Now I can go to the bathroom and it's awesome. So she said, yep, fine with the magnesium supplement, my Probio 5, the Slim, Mega X. I take the protein shakes because I do have like a little bit of nausea in the morning, so I don't really like to eat, but I do the protein, the lean and collagen. So I'm able to take everything except for like Metaburn or anything weight loss wise. And I just think it's awesome that we have such natural products that you're able to use them while being pregnant and while breastfeeding. And that's just something I can definitely get behind. And I mean, even if it was just my eczema, I'd probably be a lifer, but so many other things, like Liz said, there's just countless things that Plexus helps with. So income, and I could go on and on, but I'm just gonna let Sandra go next so she can, or is it Jordan? One of you can unmute.
Hey. Thank you so much for sharing. Gosh,
Yeah.
Some of that stuff I didn't even know. So that, hey, and I'm so excited that your OB said you could take all that. Cause you never know. Some of them have no idea what they even are. And so I'm really glad. So my name is Sandra Ponce. I am a senior Ruby ambassador with Plexus. I've been doing it for 4 years. I'm going to try to keep my story pretty short. I'm going to unmute Joran because she's really good with keeping me on track. Usually she's sitting right here and she's like filling my wine glass. Hey, this is a girls' night thing going on here. Okay, so
it's true,
right? I mean, am I the only one, Dixie? Sorry. So I see I even wrote notes so that I don't get, off topic. Already did. Okay. I started Plexus in May of 2016. I needed to lose weight. I was having horrible migraines. I don't know if you're familiar with hormonal complex migraines, but I get like my aura is blurry vision. They would be 3 to 7 hours, usually around my menstrual cycle. And then when I ovulated, just lots of fun. It put me out for like 3 to 7 hours, sometimes days. There was always vomiting. I remember I started in junior high, and my mom used to have to come pick me up from school. And I had already vomited by that time. And so I had a lot of health issues, and that just went on for years and years and years and years. And then I got older, I got married, and then hit my childbearing years. And then everything got worse. I didn't think that was even possible. And then, when you have children, you don't get to go take 6 hours up in your bedroom and be sick. So it was just a little piece of hell on earth for me trying to watch kids and handle migraines. After my first child, I had horrible postpartum depression and anxiety, like couldn't get out of bed. I mean, I did because I had to take care of my son, but I did not want to. I thought about suicide often, but I didn't want to die. I just was so miserable. I had always had some issues with anxiety and depression, but this was like the darkest place I've ever been. I had to have full-time care. My mom or my sister, they came to my house to help me just do regular daily go through the motions kind of thing. I cried all day long. I finally got in and saw a doctor about it, and he put me on, we eventually got to 3 different medications. I don't know if you're familiar with any kind of mental health medications, but I was on Zoloft at the max dose. He had moved me up. I don't know why he didn't switch me, but that's a whole different story that I'm not going to get into, Joran. Okay, focus. He put me on the max dose of Zoloft, and then we added Abilify because I was literally in his office crying, telling him, like, I'm not enjoying my life right now. My child needs me to bond with him. I need to be a good mom. And so he's like, oh, okay, well, let's add Abilify. And Abilify is actually an antipsychotic, but what it does is it's supposed to increase the effectiveness of your antidepressant. So I was on that. There are all sorts of fun side effects, as you can imagine. And then on top of that, he prescribed me Xanax, and I was supposed to take it as needed daily. I took it every single day, and I never forgot. I woke up in the morning with like an elephant sitting on my chest. That's if I even slept at night. I felt like so worried and scared about, really, there wasn't really anything. I had a great life. My husband was so supportive. He like cooked dinner like every night normally. He was such a good dad, hands-on. I have, you know, supportive extended family. There was no reason. I was just really like in the depths of depression and anxiety. So I did take that Xanax every single day. So May of 2016, here I am. It's Scotty, my first child, is already a year old. I'm still suffering. I'm on Google all the time, diagnosing myself. I'm near death. I am wondering why I'm, after a year, still struggling with this when, you know, I had read so many different things about how people started feeling better by this time. So my good friend Joran had told me about plexus and gut health and how it links to everything. I did not know. And when she told me this, I was like, okay, she doesn't know what she's talking about. She's obviously never been depressed or anxious. And she's talking some voodoo stuff on me. And because I had no idea, no one told me about this. You know, basically when we had issues, we went to the doctor, they gave you a prescription, you went home and hoped it worked. And that's just how the medical world was in my experience. So she mentioned gut health, and then she sent me this story about this woman who had postpartum and what she had noticed after she started taking care of her gut. And it was like I was reading this story. Like I wanted to hug this woman. You know, I still now I get so emotional thinking back to those days because like I can't get that time back with my son. I cannot even tell you how horrible it was and how like I had some serious PTSD after that. We were not going to have a second child. I never wanted to go back to the dark place. So when she sent me this story, I was like, okay, this is worth like looking into. So went down that whole about, you know, Googling your symptoms and all of this and realizing how much gut health is related to so many different things. Your anxiety, your depression, your immunity, your sleep, your bloating, your autoimmune issues. It's like the never ending story. So I was like amazed. And also I knew Joran to be somebody really conservative. She's kind of a crunchy mama. She always makes better decisions than me in life in general. So I knew that if she was taking plexus, that she already did her research, that she looked it up and down, and I didn't even need to do any of that because I knew she did it all. And I also knew that she was not one to join an MLM, just, you know, off the cuff. And so I knew like, okay, if she, you know, those people that you just have respect for and you just know that they have done everything you need them to do to research it. I knew that. So I said, finally, after 6 months, actually, of reading and looking into like gut health and all of that, I decided to try it out. Within the first like 3 months, I was forgetting to take my Xanax. So I started with Triplex, which is our gut health regimen. It's like 99% of the time I'm recommending Triplex to people to work on getting healthy inside before you get healthy outside. I just started noticing that I didn't need a Xanax every day. And that to me was eye-opening because I thought I was going to be on it for the rest of my life. I started forgetting to take it. And then within that year, I was able to come off all of my medications. I also, side note, I had horrible menstrual cycles, and they were like 8 days long, heavy. We're talking super plus, you know, situation. And I had the worst cramps. And now they are 4 days and I don't even know it's coming. And I really don't have any cramps anymore. Gut health, blood sugar balance, reducing inflammation. It's all like getting healthy from the inside out. So these are just like some side perks. But my biggest hurdle was getting over that postpartum and being able to enjoy my time with my son. The really, really, really cool thing is we swore that we'd never have another child. I was like getting all those books about having, you know, the one child and being happy about that. And, you know, I grew up wanting to have more kids than one. I just did. But after postpartum, I did not. About a few years later, we decided that it was worth the risk. And I went on to have my second baby. She's 2 yesterday. And I had no postpartum. Your statistics will actually tell you that you're 50% more likely to have it again. And I, of course, focused on that 50%. And That to me in itself, I am forever thankful for these products. I'm forever thankful for being able to come off some of those crazy medications. Almost done wrapping it up here, Jordan. I'm no longer permanently bloated. Who knew? I bring in about $2,500 from home just sharing the products. And I don't have painful migraines anymore, you guys. Like I just don't. It took some time. You know, obviously it can take time to heal from the inside out after all of the you know, harm I've done to my gut. I just can't help but share. So that's my story. I'm going to pass it over to Joran.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. My my phone just said it was low battery, so I just had to plug in here. So let me make sure that I'm charging. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So my name is Joran, and I've been with Plexus for, gosh, coming up on 5 years now, which is so crazy. Love the company. I love the business. Love the products. And, you know, I'm just going to chat a little bit about gut health, and we're going to kind of launch into just like our basic Triplex products. So tonight you heard stories about, you know, these gals and just a wide range of health issues they were dealing with. You know, we've talked about tummy issues. We talked about skin issues. We talked about mental health issues. We talked about weight. So all of these issues really stem from gut health problems. And you know, this was something I had to totally educate myself on. I had no idea how central gut health is to everything. Right now, more than ever, this is such an important topic because did you know that 70 to 80% of your immune system is housed in your gut? So if your gut is out of whack, your immune system is going to be off. That is a huge, huge issue, you know, that so many people are concerned about right now. So it's absolutely imperative for immunity to get your gut health in balance. There's so many other things that, you know, gut health affects. If your gut bacteria, so basically you have bacteria in your gut and you need to have the proper balance of good bacteria and bad bacteria. And the problem is most Americans, because of our terrible diet, because of our lifestyle, because of stress, because of lack of sleep, our gut balance gets distorted and it gets off. And that is what causes all of these other issues. And so what we want to just talk about a little bit tonight is a system that we have that helps all of us that really, really helps to get your gut in balance. And, you know, like all these ladies mentioned, I too had all kinds of health issues, and going on this system really, really helped to get my gut in balance. It helped me with my energy, my mood, my hormones, my sleep, my skin. I mean, I can relate to so many of these things too that these other ladies shared. So we're going to go ahead and talk about our system that we all fell in love with. And it's been mentioned a few times tonight, but it's called the Triplex. It consists of 3 different products. And all of these products really work together to address your body's inflammation, your gut health, and your, why am I totally blanking on one? Sandra, see, now you got to help me. Blood sugar. I'm like, I know it starts with a B.
I really want to be needed on that one.
I know. You know what happened is I always go through the acronym BIG, and I went out of order, and that totally threw me off. So blood sugar, inflammation, gut health, those are the main things that the Triplex really works on. So Sandra is going to jump in and just really quickly tell you about Slim, which is the famous pink drink you've probably seen Liz posting about. So Sandra, take it away. Tell us about the Slim.
Okay, so this is our Slim. It was created by an endocrinologist when before Plexus really got its start to help diabetics balance their blood sugar. And what was noticed as a side effect was weight loss. And that's how it really all got started. So what a lot of people don't realize is everybody needs help with blood sugar balance. Like that feeling after you eat a meal and you want to take a nap, or that feeling when you're feeling maybe jittery because you haven't eaten. These are all like roller coasters of the roller coaster of blood sugars. Anyway, so I didn't know that, you know, so a lot of people say, oh, my blood sugar's fine. Well, that's actually it. Everybody can improve their blood sugar balance. So that's how it all got started. When we balance our blood sugar, so many cool things happen. When I'm consistent on this pink drink, my periods go from 8 to 4 days. When I'm not, we go right back to the way it was. So you can bet that I am drinking this every single day. Your hormones balance. Insulin is our master hormone. So when we balance insulin, everything else is going to come into balance. So on top of that, this one in particular is called Slim Hunger Control. It is going to help you feel full longer. It's going to help with naturally sustained energy. Like I said, like when your blood sugars are just kind of naturally going on the roller coaster, this is going to help balance that out. So you're not going to feel like such highs and such lows. It's going to help curb your appetite. So many different cool things. And this is just one part of the triplex. Jordan, did you want to add anything to that?
Just that, as you can see, she's holding up that little stick. It comes in a little package like that. And all you do is tear off the top, pour it into water, shake it up, and drink it. It like literally could not be easier. It's such an easy system, and it tastes great. I'm not even like a huge sweets person. When I had my cravings, it was more like snacky, carby things. But I love this. I look forward to this, and it really does help take away really any desire that I have at all for sweets, and even just for, you know, mindless snacking. It really, really helps with that. Because sometimes when that blood sugar does dip, then you're like, ooh, I need a candy bar. Oh, I need a handful of chips or whatever it is. And this just keeps it really steady, so you don't have those cravings in the same way. Okay, the next product in the triplex is called ProBio 5. This is our amazing probiotic that is just probably one of my favorite products that we have. So probiotics is a kind of a hot topic. Everybody, you know, everybody's talking about it. Everybody says you need to be on one, and you do, but they're not all created equal. So you've probably been in like, you know, a high-end store and you've seen a million probiotics in the refrigerated section. Well, ours doesn't need to be refrigerated, which is actually an amazing, amazing thing. It's because it's freeze-dried. And so when you take it, it actually, the probiotic strains actually make it all the way down into your digestive system before they start to break down. When you use a refrigerated one, it starts breaking down immediately. A couple other features of this that make it super duper unique. It has 5 strains. Those are all clinically proven to really help get your gut in balance and to really get in there and break down the candida yeast overgrowth in your body. So that's huge. And then also it contains an antifungal and digestive enzymes. And a lot of people that are like super into, you know, gut health will order all those things separately, which, I mean, that can just right there, that can run you over $100 a month if you're ordering all those things individually. This product is extremely reasonable. It's between $30 and $40 a month, depending on how you order it. So I really recommend this to every single person because everybody needs an amazing probiotic. So Sandra's going to wrap up the triplex and talk about BioCleanse.
Okay, so this is our last product in our triplex combo. Cannot live without this. I had mentioned migraines earlier. I had gone to see a neurologist for my migraines back before I knew about Plexus, and he wanted to put me on, well, actually I was on different medications for it. I actually had to take one through my nose and spray it, and you could taste it dripping down the back of your throat. I don't miss that. But one other thing was he recommended magnesium supplement. So I was actually already on a magnesium supplement, but was not a very high quality one. Basically, this guy is going to keep you regular. I know a lot of people don't realize that we should be going number 2 to 3 times a day, ideally. And you know, a lot of times when you're starting out, you don't even realize how much built up feces you are carrying around in your intestines. You can carry up to 20 pounds of poop that you haven't been able to eliminate over your lifetime, basically. So this is just another piece. We always kind of use the analogy that ProBio 5 is kind of like the toilet bowl scrubber to, you know, get the yeast overgrowth, everything kind of moving, and and then this is our flusher. So you want to, you know, you need both to clean the toilet. So cannot live without this one. Dixie was saying with pregnancy, it's like a miracle. They gave me, right after I had Stevie, they wanted me to take the stool softener, and I just had my BioCleanse and I didn't need to take that, and it was amazing. And I was always regular continually throughout that pregnancy. So love that product. I'm gonna flip it back to, wait, where are we at? Hold on. Joran.
Yeah, it's back to me. So I'm thinking, Sandra, since we're already a little bit after 8 o'clock, I'm going to kind of skip to our last part and just sort of do a very brief overview. So obviously that was only 3 products we got to talk about. We do have a ton of other products too. We have products specific to, you know, weight loss. We have a skincare line. The gals mentioned earlier, Elizabeth mentioned the kids line. So we have a ton of other amazing products as well. We would love to share with you a link to kind of check out what else we have. But what's really cool about our products is everything really does work together and comes back to gut health, because that is sort of the mission of our company, is really to address root health issues rather than just kind of slapping a Band-Aid on it. So we have amazing shakes. We have, we've just got all kinds of other really great stuff. We have a fat burner that people love. But I think since we're coming up on, well, at least here on the East Coast, I have COVID brain tonight. I'm not even drinking tonight. I'm not even drinking, and I'm talking crazy. It's about 8:15 here for us. So I think we're gonna wrap up, but what I really want to share with you guys, hopefully you've heard something tonight that has resonated with you, or something where you go, oh my gosh, you know, I struggle with that too. Or, you know, we've kind of had a nice variety of different stories that you got to hear tonight. And so I just really encourage you, you know, reach out to Liz. She is a wealth of knowledge. She's, you know, been taking these products for a long time. Reach out to any of us. We would love to help answer your questions. You know, right now is literally the best time to join, you know, our company and to start trying these products. And the reason is that right now our memberships, which are normally $40, are reduced down to $10, which is just amazing. And that works like a Costco membership. So when you pay that $10, it's one time this year, you have an entire year of a wholesale membership. It's the same price that I pay, same price all these ladies pay. And you're not locked into anything. So Liz was talking earlier about how, you know, money got tight. She had to put her order on hold. You can do that with Plexus. They're not locking you into anything. And then you have access to these super low prices on our products for the entire year. So that's amazing. Secondly, we have these incredible welcome packs. We talked tonight about one of them, the triplex, but we have a whole slew of different combo options that we can help you find exactly what will suit your health needs. And those combos are only $99 right now as well. So we've got our $99 product combos. That's going to completely set you up for a month. For $10, you're going to get that membership, and it's just an amazing, amazing deal. Better than the deal we got when we joined. So Plexus is really trying to take into account that, you know, COVID has caused a lot of families to take a hit, and COVID has, you know, created a lot of stress for people. And so they really wanted to make that membership fee low right now to just help people out. And, you know, speaking of COVID and kind of how it's been such a blow to families, there are a lot of people right now who are looking for a new income path and a new income opportunity. And, you know, Sandra mentioned earlier that this business is bringing about $2,500 in for her monthly. My income is very similar to that as well. I'm usually around $2,000 to $2,500, you know, monthly as well. So that's real tangible money. Even here in California, which is ridiculously expensive, that's covering our mortgage. So we feel super blessed by the business, and, you know, we're also happy to answer questions on that. But our company has so many amazing incentives and bonuses right now for you if you start, that it's very, very easy within your first month to at least get your products covered if that initial cost is of concern to you. So don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions about that. You know, Liz just recently kind of started sharing and building her business, and it's so fun to see her, you know, doing awesome with it. And a lot of it is because she already had a huge love and a passion for these products. So it's easy for her to share. And so when you're jumping on board, that excitement of trying something new and that excitement of grabbing a few girlfriends to do it with you, that right there is going to help to pay for those products. So I just want to encourage you, if you're looking for a new stream of income or a business opportunity, don't hesitate to reach out, because Plexus is truly an amazing, amazing company to work for. They take us on trips. We get all kinds of perks just for being a part of it. So I really just, want to share with you guys how much I love it. So that wraps it up for us tonight. I think Sandra's got a drawing she's going to do here real quick. Right, girl?
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Take it away. We're gonna do our drawing, and then we'll get you ladies off the phone. And sorry for keeping you on a little bit later tonight, but thanks for being here.
Yes, thanks so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, and then we'll get to our drawing.
Perfect.
Like she said, if you have any questions, find us on Facebook, and Liz can answer any questions too. Would love to talk to any of you.
And Sandra, I forgot to mention that we, in addition to the drawing she's going to do, we do have a special for anybody on this call for the next 48 hours. We're going to go ahead and pay that $10 membership for you, should you decide to sign up with a welcome pack. So that runs for 48 hours. So definitely let Liz know ASAP if that's something that you're interested in doing.
Yeah, we'll reimburse your join fee for 48 hours via PayPal or Venmo if those work for you. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording. Thanks so much for being here, and hope to talk to some of you very soon.